Coastal management. So in this video you'll be looking at coastal management and we will be focusing on hard engineering. You'll be looking at the four strategies in detail. So you'll be looking at seawalls, groins, rock armour and gabions, and you'll be able to describe them and you'll know the benefits and costs of using these strategies. So what is hard engineering? Hard engineering is using expensive artificial structures for protection to defend land from erosional processes. These are effective strategies, but they do not blend in with the natural environment. Okay, so let's have a look at our first strategy. These are sea walls. Sea walls are found at the back of the beach. These are made from concrete and act as a barrier between the land and sea. Some sea walls are flat, whereas some others are recurved. The benefits of a recurved wall compared to a flat wall is that they are more effective at reflecting waves. However, they are also more expensive. Okay, moving on to our next one, groins. So groins are wooden or stone structures which run at right angle to the sea. They help to trap sediment which is being transported by longshore drift. Rock armour. This is also known as riprap, and these are huge boulders of resistant rock, so really hard rock. These are often placed at the base of a cliff or seawall to act as a barrier between the sea and land. Gaps can be found between the boulders, allowing the water to enter, which reduces pressure and the energy of the waves, reducing the eroding ability. So the final type of coastal hard engineering is gabions. These are wire cages filled with rock. They are found at the back of the beach. The cages can absorb and dissipate the wave energy, which reduces the eroding ability. Sometimes these might be covered with vegetation. Okay, moving on to the benefits and costs of each strategy. So we're going to start with the seawall. So the benefits of the seawall is that they give a sense of security. People living at the coast feel secure that they are protected by the presence of a seawall. The top of the seawall acts as a promenade for walking or cycling. In addition, seawalls have a long lifespan. However, there are some negatives of using seawalls. Firstly, they are expensive. They cost approximately £5,000 per metre, and they are expensive to repair. As said previously, recurved seawalls are even more expensive than the flat ones. Seawalls can be unsightly. It is just a mass of concrete, and it destroys habitats, especially during their construction. Groins. Groins are approximately £5,000 each, which is a cheaper option than a seawall. They have a fairly long lifespan of about 40 years. Beach users often use them as a windshield, and they help to increase the size of beaches, which will encourage more tourism and therefore benefit the local economy. However, they can impede or prevent walking along the beach. You'll need to climb over the groins to walk the length of the beach. And remember, these go out into the sea, so it's highly unlikely that you'll be able just to walk around them. As a result, they can be dangerous, especially for children, to hurt themselves if they're climbing over them. Groins will need to be maintained. They are unattractive and prevent sediment downdrift. Therefore, people who are living further down the coast will now have the amount of sediment that they receive restricted. Okay, rock armour. So benefits of rock armour is that it's a cheaper method of hard engineering. It costs between £1,000 and £3,000 per metre. It's fairly quick to put into place, easy to maintain and versatile. So you can use the rock armour in conjunction with other engineering methods. However, the downsides are that it can restrict access to the beach. People may not be able to climb over them, so they will be restricted to where they can access the beach. The boulders are frequently imported. For example, resistant rocks are often imported from Norway. But the negatives of this is that they are high cost to import, and they will not necessarily blend in with the natural environment. and this therefore can make it look unattractive. Other disadvantages is that a boulder traps litter, which can make them look unsightly. Moving on to gabions. These can be used in many ways. For example, they can be used at the back of the beach or at the base of cliffs to help stabilise them, reducing the risk of landslides. These are easy to construct and can blend with the natural environment because the rocks in the cages can be locally sourced and they can be covered in vegetation. If well maintained, these can last between 20 and 25 years, and they are usually the cheapest method at about £110 per metre compared to the other hard engineering methods. However, some of the negatives are that these can only really be used on sandy beaches. If they were used on pebble beaches, any pebbles being thrown with the waves would break the cages. They do need regular maintenance. If any of the cages break, they can be dangerous to seabirds. They might get damage to the feet, or they can be harmful to humans as well. Okay, now that you have finished revising hard engineering, have a go at the following questions. Name the 4 methods of hard engineering used to protect coastlines. What are the issues with rock armour being imported? What type of beaches can gabions be used on? Describe a groin. And what are the benefits of a seawall being recurved? Pause the video now before the answers are shown. So the 4 methods of hard engineering used at the coast are seawalls, rock armour, groins and gabions. The 2 issues with imported rock armour is the cost and the rock doesn't blend with the natural environment. Gabions can be used on sandy beaches. A groin is a wooden or stone structure that runs at right angle to the sea. And the benefits of a recurved seawall is that it's more effective at reflecting the wave and reducing overtopping.